Whenever you give something definition and shape, you eliminate its capacity for mystery. The Joker is a mystery, and Batman is the world's greatest detective. Batman is unending, impossible, selfless vigilance, and the Joker is unending, impossibly cruel chaos. So, when I found out they were doing a Joker movie with an origin, I was kind of disappointed. Truthfully, I hated the idea of giving the Joker an origin. He's an originless mystery. You solve the Joker's mystery, you sort of take the really powerful fear out of the Batman mythos. So, with the final trailer out and the early reviews in, we're going to explore that mystery and what the new Joker film is going to mean to the mythos and everything else. I'm Dan Umphin, and this is the Doomcast. The bar was set incredibly high by Heath Ledger to play the Joker, but now with Todd Phillips at the helm and with Joaquin Phoenix in the title role, I started to get a lot more excited about this movie. But I have to be honest, the second trailer does leave me with mixed emotions. The look and the feel are very evocative of New York in the early 80s or late 70s, sort of a gritty taxi driver feel, which I think is intentional, and it's drawing on early Scorsese seems like a great choice. But there's something really, really gross about Taxi Driver in 2019, right? There was when it was made. I mean, like a lone gunman saving a child prostitute because he has nothing left to lose is kind of romantic in the 80s, I guess, in a way. Not sexually, I just mean romantic as in like knightly, come on people. But still, it sort of seems a little toxic, even then, even now. Complex, but you can't dismiss it's pretty problematic. The Joker's not a good guy. He's a murderer not motivated by anything at all. He's chaos, he's senseless, and he's unpredictable and sadistic. And it seems like despite the excellent look of the film and the fact that they're clearly going to make the Joker a very bad guy, they're also going to give him a somewhat sympathetic origin. Look, sad, angry white male stand-up comics are a dime a dozen. I'm one, and getting a late-night spot can't possibly be as easy as the trailer makes it look. But if you decide to make the Joker a sad, white male comedian who the world has been terribly cruel to, as cruel as it's been to all of the other black men and women and anybody else on the streets of Gotham City and the rest of the world in the DC universe, and this is the guy that decides to take revenge on the world by becoming murderous chaos. Look, here's the thing. If you make him clearly a bad guy, making that guy sympathetic even a little, it makes me concerned that some chuds out there are just not gonna get any level of nuance. So hopefully there's a point, an incontrovertible point, where we see him making a clearly wrong choice, really crossing the line to where he can no longer be sympathetic. Because there are a lot of people out there who are like, Thanos was right, Killmonger had some really good points, and all right. But you're also ignoring the fact that their solution was murder and not solving the problem that they claim they were trying to solve, right? Because you've also got characters like the Vulture, who's just a blue-collar dad whose world is screwed up and he's still trying to make a living and has to do it through stealing anymore. And still a bad choice. Mysterio also got screwed over by his high-tech employer. Now, methods questionable, but there's some real blue-collar, working-class motivations that we're kind of ignoring that are getting pow-biffed right out of existence through Might Makes Right. So, hopefully let's not make the Joker too overly sympathetic here, because the turds that float at the top of the punch bowl have access to guns and Monster Energy drink, and I really want to watch a movie with plot holes and not actual holes in my body. You can make evil understandable without making it sympathetic. Downfall, the Hitler, that was a great film, and it did it without making Hitler seem like a poor baby. Here's the core problem, though. To make a Joker with a story, you kind of ask for these problems. You either make him sympathetic, unsympathetically evil, or genuinely tragically mentally ill, and there's almost no not cringeworthy choice. So if this ends up being fantastic, which by all accounts it is, I'm going to be very surprised, and still, you kill the mystery, the forceless, motiveless evil that just is, and that's what makes the Joker really scary as hell. So I'm not saying it's not good, in fact, it looks incredible. But I don't want to feel sorry for the guy that wears masks made of human flesh, or beats a 12-year-old kid to death with a crowbar, or shoots a 22-year-old woman in the spine. I want to hate the Joker. I want to hate him forever. I don't want to empathize with evil. Thanks, everybody. This has been the Doomcast. We'll see you next week.